The Conceited Knowbody. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Yo, what's up? We back with another edition of the best podcast you never heard of, The Conceited Knowbody. This is episode 120. We got a fantastic show on deck like always. I'm up in here with the usual suspects plus one. We got to my right. First off, I gotta be forgetting my new moniker. This is the low-key legend with tours. Triple L. Double L ain't good. LL can't handle that. To my right, we got the homie, the man that make it all happen, the man with the master plan. I'm just the frame of the car. He's the engine, he's the transmission, he's the windshield wipers. Renaissance motherfucking Juvie. What's happening with you?
Man, shit chillin', just got out the gym teaching the youngest. No, we had conditioning today. So we did some conditioning, took them through that. They sparred yesterday, doing pretty good.
Just to reaffirm for people who don't know that, in addition to being master of everything here, Juvie is a professional boxer and a trainer. This place stays full, but he always make it happen. Skipping our guest, just to get back to him, we got my other right-hand man, the funniest man possibly in Marion County, at least Marion County. I'm saying it could be more, but I guarantee Marion County.
I'll take the funniest man anywhere.
He's definitely the funniest man in the room. But we got Jason up in here, man. How you doing?
What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Jason is definitely in the building. He surprised me, got here a little bit later.
Earlier.
Listen, man, I gotta get that fucking sound effect. And then in between my two right-hand men, we got the homie Keiston up in here. Keiston,
what's up, y'all?
Listen, he's very anxious. I gotta give you a motherfucking star-studded introduction. Keiston is an artist. He's an R&B artist, soul, a fantastic singer, and in addition to being a musician, he's a filmmaker and actor.
Yeah. The film, right? Was that your first film?
We gonna get into that shit, champ. Hey, no, but look, we're glad to have you here.
Thank y'all for having me.
And this is his first time having an interview. This is the peak. It's downhill from here. Breakfast Club ain't none of this shit. Got shit on us. So this is your moment. This is your moment. Bask in it. But no, definitely good to have you here. We kicked off with my favorite singer ever, Donny Hathaway. And one of my favorite songs, For All We Know. Of course, we are on the heels of the tragic, I was going to say untimely death, but that's so cliche, and I don't think it's such thing as an untimely death. The death of Kobe Bryant, it feels weird even saying this.
Right.
And his daughter, Gianna, and then the others. Disrespectful.
So
I don't know their names, but matter of fact, you know what? No, I ain't gonna look it up. The other people who were very good people to somebody, as ignorant as that sounds. And before I go on to my monologue, I hope I'm never with a famous person that dies and they refer to me as the other. I never want to be the other.
Very true.
Treat me like Sandra Bland. Say my name.
Damn,
say my fucking name. That shit is tremendously disrespectful. But in the context of being logical, I understand why it is. No one else on that helicopter has ever scored 81 points in the NBA game. With that said, there's been so many tributes to Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and the other passengers on the helicopter that crashed Sunday morning that I don't think that I can adequately measure up to it. My thoughts will be based on me. This is my selfishness. And what I mean by that is, anybody who knows me, Kobe Bryant is my favorite athlete, hands down ever. I've been a big-time Laker fan since I was a child. I was a Magic Johnson fan. And then I like people like Eldon Campbell, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel, until Shaq and Kobe came and saved me from my misery.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the Lakers. I like Kobe.
Yeah.
When he had the scrub squad.
Yeah. He wasn't never on the scrub squad.
Man.
When he came the same year Shaq came.
They came to him.
No, listen, him and Shaq got there at the same time.
I'm talking about the scrub squad came to him.
Oh, what you talking about? I act like I knew what you talking about when I said
the down period. The
talking about
down
when
times.
oh my god.
The down times.
When he was out there with Smush Parker.
Yeah, them type of motherfuckers.
I was knocked out Sunday when the unfortunate news came. I never turned my ringer off in the daytime, but for some reason I did this Sunday. So I was sleeping. I woke up and I had a bunch of missed calls and text messages. Two of my nieces. One said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I hadn't heard the news yet, so I just went straight to the text. And my other niece said, "Are you okay? I know this hard for you." I immediately got scared. I'm thinking, but I said, "What the fuck could affect me but not you? You my niece."
Mm-hmm.
So then I opened up my Instagram and I seen it. And the shit, it just sat on my brain. Like it didn't register. I laid down there and I laid in the bed awake for about an hour. Like I was just going through like different stuff. And you know, I'm sure it's the same feeling that most had. This shit can't be real. Hopefully some shit happened and it was a mistake. That's the first thing that popped up in my head. And I'm be honest, I gotta get this out the way. When I laid down, I thought about it. First they said it was his entire family. I think all the girls. That was the early report.
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
And that gutted me. Then they just, a lot of people recanted, then they confirmed that it was him, his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. And of course, I'm not meaning to disrespect to the other people on the chopper. I don't know where chopper come from, but I just felt confused. But anyway, this is what I say is personal. I remember when Kobe Bryant got drafted in '96. I had never heard of Lower Merion High School. Kevin Garnett had got drafted the year before, but it wasn't pushed as big as the Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, he was the instant superstar type person, and we saw that when he was able to choose up and go to the prom with Brandy, who at the time was not known as Ray J's sister. You know what I'm saying? As the B player. You know what I'm saying? She was the top bill. She was top bill. This was when Brandy was on top. He went to prom with her, and that was just like some cool shit. He a year older than me. Mm-hmm. So I felt like I grew up with Kobe because I grew up with his career. When Kobe first came to the league, he wasn't my favorite player. I think I was in limbo. And this when I was a big time NBA fan. What made Kobe stand out for me, like the first thing people don't realize is Kobe, people who wasn't there at the beginning, how he shot all the air balls, the 3 straight air balls against Utah in the playoffs. And this would become like something he was known for in the context of failing and then overcoming the failure. And that's what he did in this instance. But even in those times, he wasn't my favorite player. And I'm going to be honest, I really wasn't even paying as much attention to Kobe as I was Vince Carter. This is when Vince Carter out here jumping over everybody, doing his thing. And Vince Carter went to North Carolina. So automatically, you go to North Carolina, you can jump. This happened with Jerry Stackhouse. You're the next Jordan. Right. Ball head. So I was on the Vince Carter train until Jordan got interviewed. They said, "What do you think about Vince Carter?" He said, "Vince Carter, nice." He said, "But I think that Kobe Bryant the best young player in the league." That focused my attention. Because when Jordan talk about some shit like that, you pay attention unless he says Kwame Brown. We forgive him for that.
Very true. No, we don't forgive him for that.
But that's what made me pay attention to Kobe, and then it was the 3 straight titles. He and Shaq. One of the most notable is the lob he threw to Shaq in the Portland comeback, the Portland Trailblazers series. A lot of this shit can go over a lot of people's heads and shit because they didn't grow up in this era. So when I say I grew up with him, this is what I mean. Like I seen I admire him as an athlete. I admire his fortitude, his hard work, and his will. And then we seen him doing the rape case. All that shit. So we seen him at his peak. Like his career was filled with valleys and peaks. You know what I'm saying? Like at his lowest points, he would always rise up. One thing that everybody's saying is how focused he was, how determined he was. And it showed in a lot of instances. I don't know how he sat up there with a straight face and shit when he was confessing to his cheating and shit. more impressive than any comeback he had on the NBA floor. It was more impressive than anything. The way he stood up there and shit and just took it. But he went on to win a lot of accolades. MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 5-time NBA champion, scoring title, all that shit. But when I heard the news, basketball didn't pop in my head. I said, damn, his daughter. He was on there with his daughter. If you look at all the videos and the pictures, you see countless pictures of them. Incidentally, I was just on YouTube the other day looking at highlights from her game. I'm interested because it's Kobe's daughter. And I'm looking and I'm like, he the coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, how, and when we see the same with LeBron and his children's game, he out there high D coach. And I'm like, these guys, at the end of the day, once you become a father, you start identifying with things different. Mm-hmm. And you're like, damn, that's cool that he find time. And it's sad that you gotta say find time, but he find time to not only be at his daughter's game, but to coach. And then you can see the bond between them. Y'all know how I want my daughter. So they're like, that's what really fucked me up. Cause I immediately went in my mind to speculation. Like, I couldn't imagine on a helicopter. And like, I don't know, we don't know what happened. We don't know how it happened, whatever happened, but at some point before the crash, you knew you was gonna crash. And you knew it was over. And I was like, damn, how do you reconcile that in your mind with your daughter sitting right there? Like, she's 13, you done did everything you can in life to keep her safe in every instance. At the biggest time or the most important time she needs you to keep her safe, you can't keep her safe. I put myself in them shoes and a tear came down my face. Cause right then, as much as I could, I felt what he must have felt in my mom.
He couldn't have done nothing differently. It couldn't have went no differently.
And it broke my heart.
That's
the shit hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So I thought about him as opposed to basketball that come to my head. Like even now, I'm staying off of Bleacher Report, ESPN. I'm staying away from all this shit. I don't want to see no fucking tributes, no highlights, no. I'm changing my number. We should change the logo.
They canceled the game tonight.
They did, and because all that shit seemed topical. It seemed superficial, which that's just my take. Because it's a lot. I mean, like this is people that grieving. They grieve how they grieve, but I can't look at the shit. It bothered me. If I look
media,
at it,
bro. Even social media.
Yeah, I mean it's tough for me to fucking go to the Explore page. I keep seeing these pictures of him and Gianna. And like I'm looking and I see the fucking natural happiness. It's not forced, it's relaxed. He's saying it's like he's himself. He's sitting there with his arm around her and they just relax and they so fucking happy. And that happy pictures right now making me sad.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be on there.
You know what I'm saying? It make me fucking sad, man. It's two celebrities in my life that died that fucking hurt me. The first was Tupac, and this was the second. Two different reasons. I looked up to Tupac. I was from the generation where we was doing this shit in Indiana. I had no idea who the fuck I was beefing with, but if Biggie came past, Biggie could get it. That's how I was feeling. I had to listen to fucking Ready to Die and shit in solitude by myself. You know what I'm saying? They don't know I like Big Papa. So I was in Thug Life. I was in the Outlaws. Nobody knew. The bandanas proved it. You've seen the picture.
Yeah, the game like following. Huh?
Man, but that was an admiration thing from a different level. With Kobe, it felt like it was a brother. Somebody who I grew up with, somebody who I saw. I admire him as somebody who made it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who thrived. It was my favorite athlete. The cliche thing to say right now is love people. You never know when your time will come. As cliche as it is, it's true. The thing is, we gotta be more mindful of things and each other, because I refer to the people in the helicopter as the others. But who determines the value of a person in life? And that's my little tidbit about Kobe. It hurt. Like I can't even fucking look at the shit. I probably won't even watch nothing else, like the funeral shit. I don't want to see none of that shit because the shit it just ain't real to me.
Yeah.
And if I keep fucking, like, I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm gonna be honest. If I watch that shit, I'll cry.
Hey,
I'll cry if I watch that shit. And I don't feel like crying over a nigga. Not today.
Nah.
But if I watch it, I know that shit will tug at my emotions, so I avoid it. I don't like and like I said, this is personal for me, but I don't like how we mistreat people who not celebrities. I hate that. I understand it. I totally get it because the other people that connect with the world like he did. But just for my sensibilities and for my peace of mind, I gotta consider them and their families. It was other young, like, little girls on there. It was the parents, like mother and father. It was the pilot, his useless ass. I mean, that nigga, I probably would have smacked that nigga back in the head right when we was going down. You bitch, nigga, you killed me. I gotta get my head in. I gotta get my legs.
So many questions.
So many, and then but you know me. You know me. I look past the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the topical, the stuff. I got my beliefs. I got my thoughts. But I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Talk about it after I'm done healing. After I've healed.
Let me say a Kobe piece as well.
I'm definitely, I want all y'all to if y'all got one. It's just that mine is most important.
No, of course. It's your shit.
He is 96, I was 97, man. Listen. Nah, but I'm being silly when I say that though, because one thing I know is I'm not the biggest Kobe fan. I refuse to believe I'm the biggest fan of anybody on earth. But for the sake of this show though, man, it hurt. And I can't adequately end this. I don't have no finish point. I just say what if you got something to say, Juvie, your thoughts. Yeah.
I ain't know what to say, man. Like you said, I've been avoiding it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't talk about it. Like I don't really talk about it. You know what I mean? It's just like one of them damn. Like every time I think about it, I'm like, damn, like, that shit really happened. And then I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Damn. Then it's like, man, motherfuckers die every day, man. But then it's like,
I
go back and forth between the paid and full mindset. Niggas die every day, B. Yeah.
That's
Constantly, for real. That's crazy. Like you know. Like you know.
You a LeBron, baby, man. You almost don't count. You from a whole different generation. You over here, now I'm just fucking with you.
No, I grew up mainly on the music.
Yeah.
So
you like that first Kobe album? No. You didn't know Kobe was a rapper, did you?
No, I heard the reviews about it.
K.O.B.
I know he was on Say My Name with Destiny's Child, I think.
He was on something. I don't think he was.
He made a song with Tyra Banks.
Yeah. Colossal failure. But hey, I wish it was Tyra instead.
I mainly knew him basically for who he was. I didn't watch basketball like that again, so just growing up without a dad and seeing him with his kids, you know, that's something to admire. So now with him being gone, I can only imagine that thing. So that's really my take on it.
And that's crazy how that can resonate on so many different levels. Because when you see, man, like when you see people interact with their children, you be like, how can you not? You know what I'm saying? Like you see how happy he is with his children. So how do you avoid that kind of happiness? But go ahead, Jason.
Oh man, yeah. When I first heard about it, I hollered out for real. I hollered out. And my cousin thought I was hurt in the other room. He like, what happened? I'm like, man, Kobe. And he, like most people know, I'm a huge fan of Kobe because like coming up, I got to watch Michael Jordan, like in Chicago, like we parades and all that.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? 6 parades, bro.
We won't be stunned.
That's hard.
So
we won't come here stunned.
Yeah, nothing big, but
I can't imagine.
but so then, so it's hard for somebody to come after Michael Jordan. In my eyes, ain't nobody, you know what I mean? And then for him to come so quickly, even while you got to
Go ahead.
For him to arrive into the league at the time he did, it was like, we'll see. He could dunk the ball through his legs. He came out of high school. I heard a lot about him. That's cool. And then I started following him. I'm like, dude got something going. And then as Michael Jordan started to wane, and you know, and I'm looking around like, man, we're not gonna see nothing like Jordan again. He started to emerge as that and solidified that for me. even through all them Christmas, LeBron and Kobe games, like through my whole high school career, it was like either you like Kobe or you like Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, come on, man, stop it. But it was a dope thing to see. That was the thing that kept us interested in the NBA. So like for me, like Kobe Bryant was like that was the next thing for me. It wasn't no question about that. And so I was a huge fan of Kobe, and it's the legacy is crazy too. Like the Mamba mentality legacy is crazy for him to have coined the ability to compartmentalize and still perform at a high level, no matter what. Like that's something I definitely took away, because that's something that I had struggled with, being able to still go do shows after having a fucked up situation. My man going to court and flying back and balling, like, why you crazy? Like, so there's no excuses. There's no excuses in my mind. I think that really resonated with me, like a lot of that quote unquote Mamba mentality. But it was a rough loss for me, man, because I was a huge Kobe fan. And then the last piece I just wanted to say was I just found a picture of my cousin. My cousin passed away 13 years ago, my little cousin, from cancer. And he got to make a wish to see Kobe Bryant before he died. And Kobe came with, not only Kobe came with his family. He came with his wife. Gianna was one. And the oldest child was there as well.
And so,
yeah,
she won't be an other on this show.
Yeah, I can't remember her name at the moment, but like he brought, not only did he come to see my cousin, in his last moments, but he brought his family to meet my family. So looking back in that picture, like, and it's 4 people who passed away in that picture, out of that picture. So I was just like, it was a sad, bittersweet, but it was like dope to see that Kobe had touched our lives in that way, and I didn't even think about it, you know what I mean? But he made my cousin's last moments here, a good experience. So shout out to Kobe once again, man. Like, it's just hard to deal with.
And his impact felt around the league, so many tributes. Like everybody is, as far as this world system goes, earth shattering. I said I don't believe in the untimely death type thing. I think that when you go, you go. The most important thing to me, though, is for people to make sure that you don't plan on being here forever. Decision is like this, like a bank. You make the decision, you invest in your life here, and you make the investments to assure your life in the next world. Because the next world is what's eternal. This shit's all gonna perish. Like, for all the good things we said, the Most High don't give a shit about 5 championships. He don't give a fuck about scoring titles. So you gotta make sure you ride with him. Because when you get there, that I'm going to say some old nigga shit. That's the all-star team you want to be a part of. But with that said, again, a tragic event, I'll never be able to say adequately what I want to say, or you never be able to express this. As far as somebody who I never met in person, who I had a chance to see from a distance at a Pacer game before, this is as hurt as I could be. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of mad at myself that I'm still attached to people who don't give a shit about my life. But it's my nostalgia. And I wish nothing but the best to all the people on Moore's family. Because if we've hurt like this, can you just imagine what they feel like? So you just hope that the Most High comfort them. Things like that, man. Moving on, out of this whole panel, only just 50% watch Power. So y'all just gotta listen to this slander. First off,
I watch it.
You watched this last one?
Yeah.
Okay. What you thought of it, Julie? I hate that weak ass segue. First off, I wish I had it. So from wrestling in power to power. That was that.
Yeah, that was cold. That was very cold.
What was that though? What you thought about that motherfucker?
I like I don't know. I kind of like how how they wrote this episode. I don't know if it was what's his name. The dude,
Says he returned.
no,
Tate.
that was Tate, Lorenz Tate, that's his name.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like that. Look at this motherfucker, man.
I like the
Like,
flip.
yeah, I just like the flip. I like the flip. Like, that was cold to me. I think that was the only thing, like, I think he was going to tell Ghost that what was about to happen. or some shit, right? Like he was going to confess some shit,
Yeah.
and then Ghost was like, basically trying to Sonny, and then shit, he left, and then the switch was cold, and then this whole how his mentality changed, and how I don't know, his acting brought me in, it kind of brought me in too. So I'm still just be like looking at the episode like, damn, what really? This is cold.
What you talking about?
I just hope that anybody watching, to piggyback on that, anybody watching Power is gonna really learn about pride and ego, man. Cause this motherfucker clearly could have not been shot if he would have just shut the fuck up. But instead, he like, you a loser, motherfucker. You ain't never gonna beat me. See, I learned how to beat you. Like Ghost was going crazy, like stunting on this nigga, and it was like, bro, if you just shut the fuck up, you will learn and listen to some valuable information. So it's a lot of people like that. And I really do hope people take that away.
Kiss the ring.
Yeah, he was just rubbing it on, rubbing it in. I'm like, yeah, this nigga about to die. Like, like twice.
Are y'all finished or is y'all done?
But it was. I'm liking how they putting it together though.
I'm trying to see. I like how it ended too.
Absolutely. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Undeniably, unequivocally, easily one of the worst episodes I've ever seen in TV history. Not just this show, but TV history. This shit was deplorable. This shit made me fucking throw up in my head.
That was a waste of time for sure.
This was the most shitty shit I ever seen in my shitty shit life. I've seen episodes of Sesame Street more dangerous than this shit. This shit is comical. That Cedric the Entertainer, his son, goofy ass shit, this bumbling fucking idiots, this Laurel and Hardy ass connection, inept ass killers. You call these niggas from South Carolina, North Carolina, wherever, tell them, I need y'all to come and do something. These niggas start with, first off, their pacing is fucking shit. The setting, how they set it up, they got these niggas cutting off chunks of this motherfucking shit because he's a child molester or some shit. Like, this is how y'all lead in with these characters. You really gotta be in here with these motherfuckers. Y'all being gruesome to show, like, what? Why do I gotta see half his fucking plow on the ground? What the fuck did I need to see that for? Are y'all really setting the tone for this? Councilman Tate, you are fucking running for governor. You are really calling niggas from Carolina to come up here and shoot a nigga because you don't want him to take your governorship. Where does he get all this fucking money? You just nigga, make a decision. You got Dre. You paid Dre to do it. Now you done pay Laurel and Hardy to do it. And
you threaten your life once you change your mind. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck kind of bullshit is this? Where do you get all this fucking money from, Bill City Councilman Tate? So look, then you get cold feet. And you tell these niggas no, and they fucking the whole reason for going through it. Not saying like, well, you gotta pay us half for coming here, or you gotta fill the tank back up, you gotta feed us. You say something, no, we gonna do it. Because if he turn him dead, you gonna say we did it. I'm like, where in the fuck is the logic in this shit? So they go out here and
but look, man, this is what I gotta say also. This is like smart. The only thing I don't like is that it's small. We gotta watch all the bullshit just to get a new small piece of information. And they really doing the Dallas style. Like,
this is shit that been drawing y'all out the whole time. They finally got me.
Listen, this is what they killed me. Shout out to my buddy Wood. He said it, and I confirmed it. I'm not watching the next one. I'm not watching that bullshit.
Yes, you is. Just
one Mary J. Blige on there. I ain't got that much energy no more.
Tommy shit. What's it called?
No, it's the Book of Power 2. Book 2. Hold on, I ain't through with my slander. I got some more.
Did you see?
I got some more slander. Hold on. Now, Ghost get killed. First off, Tate over here at the church. What the fuck? Why don't TV churches be open 24 hours a day? You just go in there, sit down anytime, and then the priest just come up from behind and shit tell you, I know you since you a little boy.
Every time.
Every fucking TV show.
Definitely not the black church.
Every fucking, you gotta pay to get there.
The service gonna run long, but they're not gonna be there at night.
Listen, it's like the shit don't make no sense. And here go the real kicker. This nigga is supposed to be a political figure. I know they just people. But you at the bar drunk trying to fuck people when they like, come and get your brother. You that low level fucking governor. Can you imagine Barack Obama sitting in the motherfucking bar drunk to the motherfuckers up about some come here, bitch, some of that. And she like, come and get your drunk ass brother. That's how they play. Like, it's this fucking basic and simple. And get this. Why the fuck Tate ain't got no house? Why the fuck Councilman Tate don't got no house?
He got a condo, don't he?
Where? Why the fuck he go back there and had a nigga trying to Cedric Entertainer's son, because Cedric Entertainer deserve a fucking movie name. You still Cedric Entertainer on him.
He definitely did that one, didn't he?
So his son come over there to kill Councilman Tate at his brother crib. Nigga, why you not at home? Do you not have a home?
The son?
Yeah, no. Why did Tate have a house? Why you keep going back to your brother crib?
I thought he was
He
hiding
got
out.
too good at breaking on episodes.
Oh, no. Listen.
I thought he was hiding out from the fucking the killers who he didn't want to kill ghosts.
That nigga came to his brother.
And
house.
he popped dead up
So
on him.
how does that happen? Because he lived with his brother. So the only thing I liked about this episode, how that's his real life brother.
Yeah.
I like that part. But this nigga out here, like, they ain't even acknowledge the fact that he shot a nigga at the fucking at the ball, the party before. That should have kept his shit sky high. If you see somebody,
True.
the shit just not fuck. Man, this is the worst episode.
Because they know
I've ever
people
seen.
got amnesia when they watch this shit. They just like, I'm waiting for the next one. When's the next one come
That's some
on?
shit.
Fuck the last one.
This was the worst one I've seen, man. Then how, like, when you've
It's
never,
another one.
in the history of life, you've never seen flip-flopping in politics like this, where they just picking and choosing motherfuckers doing all this shit. The shit is like,
Not with no blacks.
I was talking about how they pulled up at this
it's like, I'm gonna tell you a power,
like offered you
on
this spot
everything.
at the crib.
Go in the car unless you're gonna catch your Uber.
That shit was, yeah.
I've never seen a white man talk to a white woman like that for a nigga.
That's
Never.
why I was like, not for no nigga.
Never. So listen, this is what power is. It's a bunch of almost missed my exes. Like, I'm driving, I want to pay attention. Oh shit! That's how the story right is for power. This was on a scale of 1 to 10. Alaska, somewhere like negative 30 degrees. This shit's garbage. I'm powering through the rest of this shit, and this is gonna fuck y'all up. Cause I know who killed it. The baby. The baby.
Nigga, he got, didn't he get
I'm not
brought
talking
up
about the
on-
rapper, I'm talking about the door.
Okay, I was about to say, he got brought up on charges for some gunfire.
But look,
shit,
man, that's absolutely. She about 2.
The baby?
4. She the only
Oh,
woman.
you little baby. Nah.
It's like Lisa when she shot Homer. I mean, Mr. Burns.
Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie when she shot Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
But look though, man,
They did that shit more cleaner, might I say.
it was way better. This like I can't get with this right, man. This is absolutely the most.
Is 50 writing it himself at this point?
I'm sure Tony Yayo is.
Somebody
This has to be Tony Yayo. This is like a Tony Yayo rap.
Because I'm like, 50 a businessman. He ain't no writer. Who's writing this shit?
I think Courtney Kemp writing a lot of it with her eyes closed.
Hey man, but you know what? That just goes to show you how you can't milk some shit like that. Like they really trying to milk it, and they fucking it up a little bit when they milk. At first I was like, yeah, now they starting to like listen to social media and try to fix the shit. No, they just went
Social media ain't complaining.
That's my point. They got amnesia, so it don't. They got amnesia, so it don't matter.
It's like I'm the only nigga
I'm
out here
just like-
champion for the people.
But I'm like, you gotta expect the downturn at coming toward the end. They just trying to stretch it.
I
It's
was
just
cool.
they trying to stretch the work like a drug dealer.
I've
you
been
know what I
cool
mean?
with it up until this. Like I've been cool with the sadness. I'm like this shit is bad, but it's okay. I like it. This right here, man. I almost had a
Guilty pleasure.
I almost had a power abortion. I almost had a power abortion. But look though, we chopped it up about some Power Slander, and I feel like I'm leaving something. Oh, real quick. Super Bowl prediction. Kansas City.
Again?
For this is the week of. Hey, that's crazy. This Kobe shit don't overshadow the Super Bowl.
It
You hear about
definitely
all the
is.
interviews and stuff.
It's definitely
You
irrelevant.
can't be embarrassed being from the company.
That's a California. Hey, that's a California team in there too. Don't nobody care.
I know.
But still rolling with the Chiefs though.
Did I say Chiefs last week?
Yeah.
I'm with the Chiefs too. Do you watch any sports? Hey man, just feel it.
Make a blind prediction, man.
Yeah.
What's the 2 teams?
Chiefs, 49ers, San Francisco,
Hey man,
Kansas
listen, we
City.
ain't gotta do this. We ain't gotta do this. When you said what's the teams and shit, we can go and talk about something else. I ain't gonna do that shit. That's like
It could be-
that's like your girl
hey,
coming in like, did they hit a home run yet? No, go sit in the room, bitch.
You don't want to look at that shit.
No, but shout out to Chiefs and 49ers.
I say 49ers. I heard it
one
more.
of them all year. I haven't watched either one of them motherfuckers all year.
Just one. Just one. Okay, look. As we previously announced, we in here with something that's bigger than Super Bowl. That's how they're going to describe you one day. No, we up here with the homie Keiston. Like I said, he's a musician. Like, I don't know how to adequately describe you, a songwriter. You write your songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Musician, actor, director. It's like you like a fucking... You like the Mexican of the music industry, whatever. You out here singing and shit with a goddamn horn in your back pocket.
Let's just say he's a black of all trades. A black of all trades.
Hey, I like that. I'm gonna start using that.
Hey,
Black of all trades.
Yeah.
That's
just make sure they follow me on social media.
We got Keiston up here, man. It's a pleasure to have you in here. We done ran into some great talents in here, and coincidentally, it's like a circle, caught if you will, of great talent. We had
Round table.
and he has the movie. Would you like to tell people what your movie is?
Yeah, so Truly Adore You is an independent film based on R&B in the 90s. It takes place in Hollywood. It's about a love story with DeMar Lamone and Roxy and B.A. Morgan, and then just his whole journey of his stardom up until present day. So it's called Truly Adore You, the movie.
And we're going to talk more about the movie later. I watched it. It's on YouTube for anybody who want to watch it. How long you been singing?
Since before I could talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's legend has it. See, that's how you got to start that off. It's legend has it, man.
Nigga, I don't buy it, nigga. Chicken or the egg, nigga. Which one?
Yeah, choir and all that stuff. Like, coming up.
That's what's up.
In the church choir, the school
Dang, that's
choir, all
how
that.
everybody,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
what's
musicians.
Well, like you said, you grew up in the church choir. That generally is a story. What, when you could like remember singing, not like when you was a baby, but when you first, when did you fall in love with singing?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know. I remember I got told the first song I ever sung I was 3. I was sitting in the back seat of the car and I sung Genuine. Something about Genuine. I think So Anxious. That's what my brother told me.
Oh yeah, that explains it all.
That
That explains it all later down the line. And that goes again to show me how the age difference and shit, because usually that's some shit. I heard my mama play Marvin Gaye, like that's what I'm used to hearing. When
3.
you said 3.
He said he's 3.
How do you come from a singing family?
Yeah, the older generations, not nobody in my generation.
Okay, how many brothers and sisters you have?
It's a total of 6 of us.
And you don't want to sing out of everybody?
They all can rap.
Do you dabble in the rap too?
I can a little bit, but I'm a singer.
I heard you rapping on that drip, the kind of the singing rap.
Yeah.
That was cool though. When did you first start recording?
Hmm.
When did you start recording?
2017.
2017. So, what led up to this? Like when you growing up, you the only person around your age who was singing. Everybody else rapping. At that time, did you feel like, did you ever attempt to rap just to fit in with your siblings?
Yeah, heck yeah. Rapping is something that it is fun because some of the new music that I work on is poetry.
Yeah.
So I feel like rap is a form of poetry. So I wrote out a few raps and all that, but it's just not something I pushed myself to do to be a rap artist. It was just for fun mainly.
So when did you know that I'm not the rapper, I'm the singer? And how was it easy for you to embrace that? Because sometimes when people have to go the opposite of what's around them and stuff, it causes a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, tension. Was it easy for you to just delve into that?
Yeah, like I said, I've always been a singer. Everybody always knew that about me. Rapping, that was just something fun, but singing, people in my family knew I could sing. I don't even know how they knew. It's just everybody always knew that's what I was about. So,
What influenced you outside of just being able to? Was it, you said it was the older generation?
mm-hmm.
Was it any of them that influenced you, or was it like people you seen on TV or things you heard? What were some of your biggest influences?
Well, my aunties, they was singing in the choir, leading songs, all that. My mama, she listened to a lot of Alicia Keys, Gerald Levert. Personally, I grew up loving Shaka Khan, so that's always been my.
What drew you into Shaka Khan?
I don't know. I just felt like she was different. I knew, I know I got a.
That's what got me on Shaka Khan.
You said it was what?
Through the fire.
Yeah, that's a good one.
She got a powerful voice though. That's
Yeah, I feel like our voices relate, and then she, I'm into Black history and Black roots, all that, and then I know that she used to be a Black Panther, all that, so I just always felt like we related. So.
That's something interesting right there that you said that you were into Black history.
Yeah.
And that kind of like pushed me a little bit forward, a little faster than I wanted to go. So let me I'm gonna just bookmark that. So when you was coming up, did you where did you find? Did you like go to the store and get Shaka Khan CDs, or like you just had them around the house or something?
No, see, my mama, she was born in the 60s.
Yeah.
So, in the car, like, just on the radio, all that. And then, we ain't have YouTube, computers, phones, all that shit. So, we had BET, like the Countdowns, After Dark, the 106 and Park, just anything that played music. And if you happen to hear it, then...
Through the fire, I used to play that shit late at night all the time.
So you there. It's like you from my generation. I ain't had no TV.
right.
I had to walk 30 miles to school on 3 feet of snow.
I was thinking like, yeah. Then I was like, wait a minute, nigga, you ain't had a box.
I mean, that shit
we grew up in the hood.
That shit
We
really
had
didn't
a lot.
come till like 2011, I think.
What?
Do your mother sing?
What's that?
She can, but she too shy.
She too shy.
Yeah.
Are you shy at all?
Yeah.
And
I'm shy a little bit. I'll be trying not to be.
Yeah. So, right, like once you figure out that Shaka Khan was like your influence and y'all had the similar voices, when did you know that you wanted to do this as a singer?
Ever since I was a little kid. I remember being a little kid. We was singing.
Talk closer to that mic if you can.
We was singing something about what's it called? Aretha Franklin. And I had all my friends. We was just little kids, and I had all them lined up singing backup for me while I was leading songs.
Oh yeah.
Something about what's going on? Just having fun.
So you know all about Aretha Franklin and with the Black history and everything that come behind her. For sure. Yeah.
Somewhere.
How old was you when you organized your first game? The singing game. You remember how old you was?
Now with my friends, we was all just chilling that day. It was my friends and his cousins. But I remember at school, it was the 5th grade. I had just moved to my new elementary school. We could all sing, we used to have fun and all that, and just do it at recess.
And now you said that you write.
Mm-hmm.
How old was you when you wrote your first song?
I want to say probably like 8.
What?
9.
Was it to a girl?
I forget. It was something about bills keep on rising. Like it was something.
Damn, you was out here struggling at age. Shit.
You knew too much.
Hey, that's how
Working
it
at the
is.
steel mill.
No, that's when you sitting in there with your mama. Yeah, man, these
Yeah,
mother
that's
bills and
what-
shit.
yeah,
Oh,
you
shit.
go back and say
Hey,
that.
the table got off. I just write about this. What? So what prompted you to write that? Do you remember?
What's wrong, Keiston?
What? Do you remember what prompted you actually to write that?
I don't know. Shit. I know. I'm the youngest for my mama, so I was a mama's boy. So.
And you said you didn't grow up with a father.
I mean, we was cool, but they was separated. So I was always with my mama.
So what, do you have any type of relationship with your father?
Yeah, that's my nigga.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you down there kicking him in the head at the beginning of the show. I thought, yeah, this thing got a story to tell. I hate my daddy. No,
that's weird.
that's cool though. Your father doing music?
Yeah, my daddy, he actually used to rap. He used to put on shows around the city, all that.
Oh yeah. How involved with your career is it right now?
Very.
Very.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So let's just zoom past the singing group, the self-manufactured singing group, the singing about the bills. Shout out to Beyonce there for jacking your shit. Can you pay my bills? You said that you always knew that you wanted to be an artist.
Mm.
When did you know to the point that you wanted to start creating music like in the studio, where you start writing like cohesive songs and stuff that you could identify with? Around what age was that? You said you started, it was in 2017?
Yeah.
At that point, what was you writing about when you very first started?
Really, I was writing a lot of cocky shit, honestly.
Like we say, because you shook your head like, shit, I can't believe that shit. What would you define as cocky shit?
I know when I first started actually going to the studio, that's when I came back from college. So I was working, I had a good job. I was making all this money. I just got this new car, so shit. I was feeling myself. So I was making songs.
Where you go to school
like,
at?
I didn't shoot.
You pledged? Okay.
I thought
God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm with you. Go ahead. But so when you out here stunting and shit, like, was that when the drip was recorded?
Yep.
It was. If y'all haven't listened, make sure y'all go check out that fucking drip. The nigga stunting. So when you say this, I know what he talking about. Shit, just for listening to that song. Was that a product of the times that led you to write that stuff? And do you still write like that now?
Actually, no, I don't. I'm real excited to release my new project though, cause it's completely different. Completely, it's really the new project I'm working on. I want everybody to just love themselves, and then if you're black, I want you to take pride in that. So.
And that's the same time I got almost bookmarked that, cause I'm a big fan of history too. It's hard to get into so-called black history. Because they always started here. They always just act like we just woke up here and shit one day, put the cotton down, so it makes some peanut butter.
Yeah.
Let's make a street light.
Somebody stepped on this peanut butter.
When,
it's definitely more than that.
So would you say it's like socially conscious music?
Yeah.
And when we kicked this show off, we kicked it off with Donny Hathaway. And I think everybody here said that they was a fan of his.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with the song "Young, Gifted, and Black"?
I'm familiar with the quote.
Okay. You get a chance to listen to that because it's along the lines of like that. He was riding like on the heels of the height of the civil rights movement. You know what I'm saying? Where it was that's when in that area black was cool. Mm-hmm. Like it was that. Give me some skins, cool. You know what I'm saying? Niggas stun, you call him a jive turkey.
You picking up what I'm laying down. You dig what I do?
Like, you picking up what I'm putting down. That kind of shit. So it was like when it was the pride. It was the James Brown, I'm black and I'm proud. Are you a fan of James Brown at all?
Yeah.
When you say that you incorporate in your music, is it along those lines when you say you want people to love themselves? Is it hard for you to do that and still maintain the persona that you already set before? Do you make those mesh? And when I say the persona that you said before, we were just talking about off-air, the Nympho video, which is a fantastic fucking video. The shit hard than a motherfucker, man. I feel like that girl's gonna rape you. But that's neither here nor there. The video dope, and it's sexual. That's why it's sexual. It give you a Prince vibe. It give you a How Do You Feel, D'Angelo vibe. It give you those type of feelings. How hard is it for you to like combine those two sounds? Do you do that on a new album?
Let's see. The new album, it won't exactly have that particular vibe, but I feel cool, you know. At a certain point, that's who I was, and even now, just checking the stats of it, that music still connects with people. So
yeah. And when did you record that Nympho?
Last March.
Cause we all know there's a drought in R&B, in quality R&B. It's like all the R&B artists have like a rap tilt. Yeah. Bryson Tiller, Tory Lanez, they got that real hip hop feel to them where it's hard to get back to some soul. You know what I'm saying? Where there's some soul in there. And I'm a big rap fan, but I like good R&B music too when it's good. And we seen that with Rob, who was here, Cambria, and Jamal. Jamal take that shit all the way back to the goddamn 60s and shit. He like the new Temptation. Yeah. But it's the soul in the music. Do you gravitate towards that kind? Like, because do you put emphasis on your vocals as opposed to like
The lyrics.
yeah, like what's your driving force when you create? Like when you write, then of course you're writing what's in your mind, but when you like wanting to connect with something outside of yourself, how do you feel that you connect the best?
Yeah, that's a good question. Really? Well, I guess now I want to focus more on I want to focus on the lyrics more, if that makes sense. Because I want it to actually touch people and be timeless music. Instead of like something that just sounds.
And when you say that,
Good answer, boy.
who's the artist that come to your mind who did that? Who had music that was timeless? Because I want to get a feel for like what you said, what you're aiming for. If you was just to pull out any artist, 1, 2, male, female, who would be somebody that you would think of when, you know what I'm saying?
I would say Gladys Knight, Gerald Levert, like that type.
I definitely didn't think you was gonna say Gladys Knight, Gerald Levert.
Yeah.
Two phenomenal singers.
No, it's more Tyrese Gibson.
But when you say lyrics,
yeah,
like I'm saying like those lyrics and shit, like you remember forever. Cause like off top, do you know any Gladys Knight's lyrics outside Night Turn to Georgia?
I gotta remember the songs first. I'm like, what this shit?
And it's all about preference. But like when you like this, is how come I go back to the Donny Hathaway. But what detracts a little bit from him is like my most favorite song by him wasn't written by him, so that kind of takes him away from there.
yeah.
But I could go with like a Prince. Prince like one of my favorite artists too. I damn nigga tell you, Computer Blue. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucking. Is the water warm? You know what I'm saying?
I personally like
that shit.
Dance.
That shit, I never liked it.
I like
But
that.
Adore, do me like, so when you say timeless songs and shit, do you think that Gerald Levert has timeless songs? Or like a classic album?
Yeah, definitely.
What was a classic album?
I would say a classic song. I ain't listened to every song on the album.
Yeah.
It's I know how I go, but I can't think of the name.
See, that's why you don't want to be in that basket. You don't want somebody to say, damn, I like it, but I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
So when I say classic at times, something, and it's like I said, this is preference. Adore. You know what I'm saying? Purple Rain, things like that. Like that's high level.
Yeah.
But like I said, go back to preference. How long have you been writing movies?
Really, creative writing was my favorite subject in elementary school. So
What the fuck
technically-
school you go to elementary? They got creative writing. We was retarded at my
I
school.
just had language arts and
Shit.
regular.
I was
writing,
phonics and
spelling.
shit. I knew what an adjective was.
Yeah, I went to Maplewood. We did a whole lot of that. Maplewood Elementary. But yeah, so I always wrote creative stories, and then Truly Adore You, that was my first actual, like, I want this to be a movie.
But you had read the stories earlier before. Or was that the first screenplay you wrote, or just the
Yeah.
first one you wanted to make a movie?
Yeah, that was the first one, period, everything.
What influenced you to write that? I know you said something today in relation to a movie about Bobby Brown. You a fan of Bobby Brown?
Yeah, I like Bobby Brown.
Shout out to Bobby Brown.
Can I ask something while we talking about
Yeah.
Bobby Brown? Do you ever think that the Black Boy Band will come back? We talking about
Look
like
at the
New
camera.
Edition,
Look
Guy.
at your camera.
Hey, I wish.
So for
shit.
real?
Do you ever think it's coming back? Like Boys to Men, they was some dope ass shit in the '90s, but that
Don't
just
leave out
went away.
Jodeci, man.
For sure, Jodeci.
Yeah.
Come on. But I'm just saying, like, do you think that wave's ever gonna come back, or is that something that you will be interested in, like doing a
think
group
it
of
is.
guys?
I think like whoever break that mold, they gonna transcend that shit, but it ain't.
It's
I
been a
just
good
I
10
think
years.
It's gonna come back.
They do.
Somebody gonna do it. I don't know who gonna. I mean, it's been a couple attempts, but it's like I feel like they got kind of cheesy. But somebody gonna bring that shit back.
Cause you see how they loving on the Millennium Tour right now. I'm like, it's a pocket for that. Like it's a lane for that, but it's just.
You feel
I
it
know,
gonna fuck your bitch.
I'm about to go find me a little group of kids that can sing somewhere. They ain't got
So
no
you gotta
money.
bless them. Leave
Oh,
it
so
alone,
yeah,
Chris.
So do you
Yeah,
feel like
I know.
do you feel like you finally like creatively as
So
a
that's
whole,
the ignition
since
to
you've been
get you,
doing
motherfucker.
you've been singing for so long and then you've only been writing for a short amount of time?
Mhm.
Do you feel like in your singing career, do you feel like you finally found your voice? Because we just discussed about you kind of going, like you had that the drip, and then you kind of changed it up a little bit as
You feel like the music mature?
Do you feel like you finally like, all right, this is where I want to be at. Like, this is the lane that I kind of want to go. Like, I want to do most of my music going this way.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm so excited for my new music, because it's like I found the sound that I'm actually like I want
Sounding
forever.
good.
So
And that go to show you once again. I just want to say that 10 years. It take about 10 years. You've been doing
shit.
at least 10 years. At least, no matter how young you are, 10 years. He done did it at least 10 years before he figured out like, okay, maybe I should do this and only this or do this. So that's why I had to ask that for the artists out there.
And I definitely didn't want to be all over the place. And this is me talking about me. Because I got a question too about your project. Because I jumped to the movies without asking. What is the title of your project that you have coming up?
my new album that I'm working on is called The Coolest.
The what?
The Coolest.
Okay.
That's something. See, I've always been laid back like this, and my uncle, that's something he just always called me when I was a little kid. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Do you have any? Are you have any artists feature with you on there?
Definitely. Jay Simone, y'all probably ain't heard of her. Well, she was in the movie actually.
That name ring a bell. I probably did see her name in the credits.
Jay Simone, she's a
Who did she
phenomenal
play
singer.
in?
Zariah J.
Okay, I don't remember. Sounds right. That's my niece's name though. Go ahead.
Who else? James Scott. He's a phenomenal singer as well. I grew up with him in church. Cambria. G Savage. It's gonna be live. So, and there's more artists than that.
So you super excited about it?
Yeah,
What do you plan on releasing?
How was it putting this project together? I see you got so many artists on that mug. We got, I'm finding it a hard time trying to put this shit together right now. Like, how hard, what was the process of putting the project together?
For the album or the movie?
This is the album, no, like your project.
I'm still currently working on it.
Okay.
So it's still in the works, but some of it is.
That's some funny shit.
Everything.
You know, because we want for real pause for the cause. We working on our mixtape. Like, we got a TCA mixtape. We gonna have to get a song from you, man.
Hey, let's do it.
So many motherfuckers, they out here pump faking. We keep hitting them up. I'm not on that bug you shit. I don't bug people for shit. You know what I'm saying? I asked you 2 times. 3rd time, I feel like I'm stalking
I'm
you.
like, fuck.
But that's what he mean when he say like, what's the process you get these people to work? But
It's pulling teeth, boy, I tell you.
And then just let me segue into the movie, because Jason know this a lot too though. When you try to do a film, man, it's hard to keep people on that same track.
Oh yeah.
The writing part is the easy part.
Yeah.
That's the easy part. Getting people to work for free, to be on time, to know their lines and things like that. What was the toughest thing that you encountered? And we ain't gotta say no names or nothing. Like the toughest thing you encountered in getting your film. And you are the writer.
Mm-hmm.
You directed.
Mm-hmm.
So you wearing a lot of hats. So what was the toughest thing that you encountered in getting this film to go where you wanted to go?
Really, it was keeping myself motivated. Because the very first rehearsal, believe it or not, only Jamal came.
There you go. I believe it. There we go.
And to myself, I'm like, damn, this movie is not about to happen.
Yeah.
I wrote this whole script.
That's hard. That's hard.
But no, I reached out to everybody.
When you had that feeling, what made you just be like,
Mama
I'm gonna do it
mentality.
anyway?
Yeah, I told myself, shit, I'm about to reach out to them again, with or without. Whoever don't want to do it, it's still gonna happen, And then luckily, everybody was still on board. It's just
I
something
was
came
asleep.
up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we had to have another first meeting. Then after that, we was smooth after that.
When y'all met up, like, what did you all discuss? When you being a director, and I get the vibe from you right now that you the leader type person, that you feel comfortable being in control of the shit around you.
Mm-hmm.
When you sat right there, and these are your peers, and you working with people, and you working with just talent.
Mm-hmm.
All you working with is your talent and your dreams. You don't have like a big budget income. You don't got promises that you can make and keep. When you talking to them, what gave you the confidence and shit that I can delegate? I can tell you this, I can tell you that. Was it hard for you to be confident in that situation?
Really, I just kept it real. Like, shit, if I couldn't do something, I let them know straight up. hey, that's not gonna happen. Or if I
Like
made a
what?
promise,
All pink Starbursts?
it was supposed to be Long's Donuts at each meal. But after they missed that first one, I was like, nah.
This a real
Y'all Krispy Kreme ass crew. Y'all Krispy Kreme ass crew.
Anyway, shit, what you talking about?
The stale ones in the bag from the day before. So was that something that you had to do? Like you had to have like? Did you have any any contract signed or anything? Did anybody
really.
with any ego problems?
I wouldn't really say.
That's
no,
cool,
it
man.
wasn't.
Everybody
Everybody
seems like
really.
you got a pretty decent
That's
crew
cool.
then, like you ain't running into too many.
Because when
issues.
people hungry and shit, that help you too.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it benefit everybody.
Yeah.
Like everybody who was part of that
I'm in the
film.
movie.
Say what?
Yeah, I'm in the movie.
On everything, on everything.
Yeah.
It gave them some more notoriety than they had.
like
Like
Friday.
it was a couple of people on everything. It was a couple of people names who I knew just because of the movie.
Yeah, come on, class.
And people don't understand how, when you are a creator, how it benefit to create with other creators. How, and we talk about it all the time, the barter system, where you do this here and we'll do this here, like that. Is that something that you employed? Was the barter system? Like, did you feel like you owed them favors after doing the film?
Not after the film, but during the film, yeah. Because I always wanted them to feel comfortable with whatever we was doing. If it was something in the script, say they didn't like or something, I would always let them know.
suck my dick. Oh no, we ain't gotta do it. I'm leaving. I was just kidding, psych. No, but I understand what you said. So, how long did it take y'all to shoot it?
We shot it in 3 days.
Did
Oh
man,
yeah,
that's
Yeah.
cool.
that's what's up.
We studied forever, but 3 days is all we had.
Was everybody on time and stuff when, like, I was doing it?
For
I'm
the
sure-
most part, yeah.
I'm sure, like, after that first day, everybody, damn, this is some real shit.
Yeah.
And because you feel the excitement and stuff amongst them.
Mm-hmm.
What was outside of just like the people, back to you, what was the most challenging thing that you dealt with through the whole process?
It would be keeping myself motivated because I'm big on mental health and all that, so I always had to make sure I was straight. And then if I wasn't okay, then they all leaning on me for answers, all that. So yeah, I just really had to make sure I was cool.
That's cool. People don't understand the burden and leader shit.
Yeah.
People don't understand when you know what I'm saying, things like that.
Yeah.
Once you finish filming, 72 hours later, see how fast I do for 24s. 72 hours later, how did you feel? Like now you got to edit. Did you also edit it?
Mm-hmm.
How long did the edit took longer than the actual
God
shooting did?
Damn,
The
who shot
editing
it?
took like
He shot that motherfucker too, then.
no, it was Guts Films.
Okay.
Shout out to him. But it took about 3 weeks, and then he's all the way. He lives in a different city, so we had to do it like over Skype, FaceTime, all that. Send it to me. I noticed something, got to send it back. So that was a process within itself too.
Rewarding.
Yeah.
What once you finished, did you watch it by yourself first? Then
Mm-hmm.
you watched it by yourself first.
I watched it by myself so many times. I didn't have nobody watching it.
I
Besides
mean,
my little nephew.
the first time you watched it, how much time did you spend looking just at your own self?
Man.
Right on fucking time.
Yeah, I watched that first little scene about 15 times. Like, damn, I should have did that, or I should have said it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel like you was like over like critiquing yourself? Like, did you have to take a breath? Like, damn man, I gotta chill out. I gotta let somebody else see this shit. Cause I
Yeah.
think. So, when did y'all eventually view it all together?
Yeah, I had a release party,
Did you?
and the whole cast was there. It was before the movie came out for the public though.
And was this the first time seeing it?
Mm-hmm.
And what was like? What was the crowd like? Who was invited?
Well, it was my birthday party too, so it was a lot of my family there.
Yeah.
And then I allowed them to bring guests too.
So that was like the best gift you can give yourself.
Yeah.
Did anybody who worked in the film say they didn't like it?
Nope.
I always wonder about that when they had the screening.
Cause you've heard like other movies where people
Uh-huh.
was on there saying that I ain't think about that.
they never say nothing, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens.
Yeah.
So that's-
What was the reaction at your birthday party / release?
Everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. They was proud. They was happy to see themselves.
Yeah.
And then I handed out awards too. and gave them the chance to speak and say what they wanted. So really, everybody was just happy.
Right.
Like
What was some of the awards you gave out?
some little trophies.
Like, what was the titles though? Like best actor or?
Oh no, it was just like appreciation trophies.
Okay. That's
We
what's
got
up, man.
participation trophies.
White ribbon ass,
Mm.
white ribbon ass crew.
Yeah.
You don't hear
Just
motherfucker.
'cause you was here.
You was here, nigga.
You took the trash out.
No, but that's what's up, showing appreciation. How nervous was you to release it to a bigger audience? Like when you put it on YouTube and you upload it, what was you thinking?
Man, I had that bad boy preset. I remember it was it came out at what, 8 o'clock? It was 7:55. I was FaceTiming everybody, wasn't nobody answering. I was in my room, oh my god, it's about to come out. But my cousin, she finally answered, and then I was just on the phone screaming. Like, everybody about to watch it. I'm so shy, I'm so nervous, because, you know, I'm a singer. This is my first time.
Yeah. So what was the general reviews when you got it back? Like when
Everybody said they loved it.
they did? That's what's up, man. Was you on pins and needles, like waiting on the responses?
Yeah,
I watched it too, man. I liked it.
thank you.
I liked how y'all did the setting, how y'all had it going back to the 90s and stuff, where I thought dude was gonna kill you for creeping with this girl.
Ralph.
Yeah. I can't remember character names and shit, but that shit was close as hell. Too close for comfort. What's the homeboy who plays your father?
Trey Sean.
Trey Sean.
He's an R&B singer too.
He was in the he danced with Jamal
Yeah.
in the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they in the R&B group Improv.
yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Improv.
Yeah.
But I liked it, man. I like how you put the prosthetic to him. How you look old and shit, and older and stuff. Y'all gotta check it out,
I'm
man.
definitely gonna check it
I
out.
went, you can, when you first sent it to the chat, I went through it. I was at work and I skimmed through it. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this when I get home. I just never watched it.
I damn near watched this shit a couple months
Now
ago.
talking about this motherfucker, I'm definitely about to go watch.
I watched it like probably a little bit after you put it out.
It's gonna make me appreciate it just 'cause I know how, you know, what you went through making that motherfucker and, you know, and that type of shit, how you made it and shit like that. So that's cool.
Do you have interest in making like more movies?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on one now. Writing it out. It ain't. I wrote it out and it's currently getting casted.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
What you gotta look at employing him, man.
Yeah.
Joby can fucking act, man. You gotta check him out. He ain't never did nothing like, but just mess around and shit. I told you that. I just checked that he can act. Just check out. You gotta see the video. You were on Snowfall.
You said what?
You watch Snowfall?
I don't watch much TV really.
Good man.
Yeah.
Don't be poisoned.
What's the synopsis of what you writing, or have you got that far enough to have one for the screenplay that you write now?
Wait, what's the synopsis?
See, man, listen, you gonna be in this industry. If you gonna be in this industry, no, it's like basically what it's about, like a short summary of what it's about.
It's gonna focus on the main character. His name is gonna be Byron. It's a black man.
Never met a white buyer. Go ahead.
It's gonna focus on mental health for black men, and it's gonna be a group of men. So
When, can
Sit around talking about their feelings. What'd you say?
Since you keep speaking on mental health, is it like do you know
I'm about to
that
ask you was you retarded.
Nah,
I caught you.
Do you have a history of retardation? No, do y'all family have like mental health issues? A number of people in your family or your friends' families? Like, are you invested in it like that, or?
it's mainly it's just me personally, I've dealt with mental health issues.
Okay.
As far as like depression, anxiety, all that stuff, and then it's just learning about it. You notice that it's a general thing around everybody, but it's just kept to ourselves.
Okay.
So really, in this movie, I want it to be expressed so that people could feel more comfortable. But it ain't gonna be just that. It's gonna be fun, funny.
Nah, nigga, you stressing.
I fully agree. I just wanted to know what your investment in that topic was, since that's a common theme in your work. So I was just wondering about that because I got a number of friends and whatnot who are affected by that, and I was just wondering the direction of. That's cool, man. It sounds like a solid project too coming up.
Thank you.
Is there who was your favorite person to work with on the film?
Let me see.
Fuck everybody else, just the one.
I mean, everybody got their favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who was always on time, helping out.
Okay.
Got suggestions.
Your
things
right
like that.
hand man.
Yeah.
Good go-to.
I don't know. It was so many different people. I loved everybody. I will say though, Cambria, we had a minor adjustment we had to make a couple days before shooting. The original Roxy couldn't do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
So Cambria, I hit her up. She was supposed to be on my next movie, but I hit her up. She came in within a couple days, got it down pat. So everything y'all see her doing, really, she learned it at that specific moment.
So she got a clutch trophy at that award ceremony for
Yeah.
popping in at the right time.
But I really admire her though. And then I was so happy I got to work with Jamal, Screw, Leah, Jade, James, my best friend Jasmine. And then it was so many other talented people. Whether it was just people being a little extra in a scene or a main role, anything. So, yeah.
Is there anybody that you haven't worked with in the city that you look forward to working with, whether it be acting or singing? Outside of Juvie?
Let me see. Really, I don't know.
It's okay to say fuck them niggas. Drip, nigga.
That type of shit.
Drip.
Fuck them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
No,
they-
you said you look like you just doing, looking forward to doing your own thing. Just keep working on what you got going on.
Yeah. I do love Paris Ladam though.
You know?
Who's that?
Paris Ladam, the poo poo poo.
Who's that? You know what that is?
What do you love about her though? Like, this ain't no slight, but like, what, like, cause like you think she say some real dope shit when she rapping?
I think she dope, yeah. And then
Like,
My
more,
favorite.
2 bars.
let me
Woo,
see.
woo, woo.
I heard that they really want that nap shit. Yeah.
Classic.
Don't quote me on it. But I love Paris though.
That's what's up.
We got the same favorite color.
Listen,
heard she
man,
from the
listen,
same
listen,
hood I'm
listen,
from.
listen. That Shot Khan was enough for me for one evening. I ain't gonna hear you identifying no goddamn girl rapper talking about eating pussy. No, so she be making moves though.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you see,
But no, it's
that's like him saying he don't watch TV. But she got a buzz.
like
She be
I
on
said
the
on
next
my
tape?
on my. You talking about y'all?
She be on the. Okay. See.
Nah, hey, I'm going. I invite her to the show. Her manager or somebody. That nigga said, "Who else has been on there?" I started to lie.
Oh,
Man,
straight up.
Jay-Z just left.
Okay.
They tried to big. They tried to too big me. They tried to too big. I'm like, come on, man, let's don't do this. You not even a small city girl.
Y'all leave Paris.
Oh,
No,
puns.
that's not her. That's not her
puns.
manager. That's their manager. Go ahead.
But no, it's I know my friend James Scott. He was in the movie The One That Killed Me. Well, not
Ain't
killed
that
me,
some
but my
fucking
brother.
shit? But yeah.
But he a phenomenal singer. Growing up with him, so I'm excited to work with him.
He sang.
Mm-hmm.
I could have swore that
Yeah,
nigga
y'all
had some
gotta check
gangster
out
rap.
the soundtrack.
I could have swore he was on some gangster rap. Just based off his character. Because his character was so fucking believable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the soundtrack at?
It's all on YouTube.
You didn't put it on Spotify? Okay.
Because we was covering music.
That's right.
Yeah.
With so much talent, why didn't y'all just do, because you could have like flaked that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good tidbit for next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it YouTube Red or is it regular YouTube?
Regular.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely check it out.
YouTube Red ain't no subscription service like that where you can't. It
I
just
don't
be.
fucking know.
It just mean
If it ain't free, it ain't me, nigga.
It just mean we don't get the commercials and ads that you guys get. Whore.
I'm taking all commercials.
Listen,
free.
listen. Convenience has made me hate commercials.
Yeah, once you
When I
taste it.
record some shit, it's like, I just want to feel to be rich. You know what I'm saying? I heard they don't have commercials in
Rich
Calabasas.
people never see commercials.
Verizon has commercials?
They still make
Hey,
commercials.
Bentley ain't got no commercials though, so you right. I ain't seen no Bentley commercial.
I hate that fucking quote.
Hey,
I hate
it's
that
real
quote.
though.
I mean,
Everybody fucking knows it.
Have you ever
And
heard
forever
anybody-
and ever, amen.
Have you ever heard anybody with a Bentley mention that?
What?
That they ain't got a commercial. It's always some broke nigga on the internet and shit full of quotes and
That's
shit
real
like
shit,
that.
though.
But I'm just saying,
I ain't gonna put a picture of Nipsey Hussle behind the quote and no shit like that.
that's,
Name out of the
the only way you know it's really real. If it's a Nipsey Hussle picture on there, that's how you know it's really real.
Hey.
And while we saying that, and I gotta get to my final question, they gonna quit putting them Nipsey Hussle pictures with Kobe.
Damn it to
They
fucking
gonna
hell,
stop that
man.
shit. They gonna stop that
When
shit.
they stopped that shit,
It's levels to this shit.
I was like, I
It's
knew it's
levels.
coming right away. And they did it right away.
It's levels. Next thing you know, they gonna have a fucking Vanessa and Lauren goddamn
London.
TV show. They gonna have a podcast.
They gonna be holding each other like, stop.
Bob in LA.
Oh my God.
Good grief.
Why you just speak that into the existence?
What you
You know
say?
that shit coming.
Hey man, listen.
You know that shit
What,
coming. Don't say that shit.
We always ask this. Talk to you like you interviewing for a job. How old are you?
23.
23 and 28, 5 years from now, where you gonna be in your career?
I'm gonna have a Grammy for sure. I don't know how many, but I'm gonna definitely have one.
What's a Grammy?
Uh,
What does a Grammy mean to you? Not to everybody else who talk Grammy. What does a Grammy mean to you personally?
Well, personally, you know, I'm aware of like the backstory of the Grammys, all that. But like Shaka Khan, that was just always my idol, and I know she had 5 at one point. Well, she got more than that now, but that's always something I wanted. So
And I ask that though, man, because niggas are crying over Grammys saying they don't want niggas there. I don't want to be nowhere I'm not wanted.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And more importantly, do you know how many people like who, if we want to talk about deserve Grammys who didn't get it and they was beat by politics or popularity?
yeah,
Like this how I'm like I don't want to measure myself against somebody else who I don't even respect their talent, or to be judged or critiqued by somebody who don't understand what I'm doing. You see, that's why I said what's a Grammy, because if you don't get a Grammy and shit, does that lessen your quality as an artist? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. It's just some shit can't be measured with trophies.
mm-hmm.
And you getting judged by people who not your fucking peers, who don't understand the culture. They looking at trends and shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you this, and this ain't no disrespect at all, but I'm a fan of facts. I don't know how the fuck Nipsey got a Grammy outside of the petition.
Was it for that last? the
Yeah,
last one?
but and it's a cool album, but it's based on like popularity, the outcry on social media. And like I said, that's not a diss to him, but that's just a diss to the Grammys. Cause it was some people who like, I think he got album of the year if I'm not mistaken.
It's kind of that for all entertainment though at this point.
And that's what turns me off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want some shit like they let me get in the game because my brother fucking died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they feel sorry for me. It's mercy Grammy. But the other question is, you got one album that you can make, and you got 2 other people as your artists on there with you. The whole album, like your super album, you, of course, the star, and who your sidekicks.
It could be anybody or somebody.
Any other 2 people in the history of music, dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
Let me see.
Shaka Khan.
No, one definitely one gotta be. I would say Prince.
Okay.
I love to work with Prince if I could. And then
That's a good
I would say Prince and Michael Jackson.
one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And it's
That's all you
crazy
need.
because your voice vibe with that
It
shit.
was, yeah. Like I
That's
can
it.
see how each track bouncing off each other and being like different. Like you listen to the one track, it's giving you one feeling, and you listen to this track, give you another feeling.
Can you
so you'll be
dance?
able to bounce back and forth. That'd be
Can,
hard.
can you dance?
Hell no.
You gotta say by Prince.
No, I can groove though. I can groove.
Yeah, so you keep the beat.
Mhm.
No, that'd
So
be
we
dope.
oversee
That'd be a
the
dope one. I think that's probably the dopest combo we done heard.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you tell people where to find you on social media? Not just you yourself, but your movie and your music.
Yeah, anywhere you type in my name, Keiston, you'll find me on Twitter. You'll find me on Snapchat, Instagram, all that. On YouTube, and the movie is titled "Truly Adore You," the independent R&B film.
Anything else you want to say to anybody who might be listening?
Man, check out.
Hold on, I thought
Oh, you Mr. Cool, you got 16 posts, huh? That's what all the cool kids on Instagram do. 16 posts, no more than 20. Cause I want you to see this shit on.
Hell yeah, sure.
I understand it
Front
though.
and center.
I understand the business of it. But no, I just added you in, so
All
good
right,
shit.
I'll pop that.
Anything? I'll send you the link to for the audio. What you got to say, Julie? Anything you say on the way
Make
out?
sure y'all check out the Conceited Knowbody, streaming on all platforms tomorrow morning. And man, I'm trying to think if we had an artist in a minute, man. But we also offer all artists that come on free photo shoot and video shoot on the TCK podcast. So you just book through the podcast, get you a date, and we set it up, talk about it, and then get the shoot done.
Then let's do it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say, Jason? Any of them 1,000 shows?
Valentine's Day, but I don't got the damn information. So soon, Valentine's Day on 38th Street. What is it? Gray? Yeah, Gray Event Center, right? Gray.
Nigga, you telling us?
Nigga, y'all from here. I just work here.
Hold on, I'm gonna
You
tell you.
put me on the spot on. No, it's the Blue Center. I'm just gonna say some shit. No, man, that was blue.
Nah, you know what? I think it's called the Gray Event Center, and it is on 4266 West 38. Gray's Event Hall. I'm sorry, Gray's Event Hall. So Valentine's Day, it's gonna be like me, 2 other comedians in a band, and it's dinner and comedy and music. So you and your loved ones can.
Are you performing in your music?
Not that. I might do one though. I might do Grandpa Sauce for the old heads.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all that I got coming up. Follow me at GoJasonR on all social media.
Did you say?
Yeah.
I ain't know.
Follow at TCK Podcast.
What's up? Another fantastic episode. The crew is definitely in the building. Shout out to Keiston, man. Really appreciate you.
Appreciate
We
y'all
definitely-
having me.
Hey man.
Definitely look forward to working with you in some capacity. We're gonna have to get a song. Don't go here and delete us and block us so we can't get in contact with niggas out here blackballing us and shit. Oh, read, leave us on red and shit. I got left on red, man, and that's the most fucking. I'm like, nigga, I'm not trying to get no pussy for you, nigga. Answer the question. Treat me like I'm trying to fuck you. What you
know the
say?
crazy thing is, niggas be inboxing me.
They hear about you?
Yeah.
They don't respect you.
Sending me shit.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's alright though.
I don't even be saying
Funny
that.
how things work.
Again, we a platform, man. We just trying to help elevate talent around here. We respect anybody who out here trying to get busy. I think next week we got Terrence Anderson. Him coming on. We got your girl coming on the phone 1 week. Leah B supposed to be here in a couple weeks. Another fantastic show from the best podcast you never heard of. Again, give a shout out to those who lost people in a tragic accident in California. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it's terrible. Again, words ain't explaining the feelings that's going on amongst everybody, but we thank everybody for tuning in. We look forward to kicking with y'all next week, and we came in with Donnie, and we leaving with Donnie.
The Conceited Knowbody. The Conceited Knowbody. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.